dungeon rap. You know what I'm saying? Me and Trey about to burn this shit down. 1/4-inch kings. Yeah. Check it out. Sauce. Who in the fuck be stupid enough to fuck with a man that will leave your face stuck in saran wrap and grab back until you can't grasp for air and pay death its toll, collect your soul, now that's what you call some fucking breath control while going hard. Smoke my target with no regard, expose a fraud, close retarded, leave the dope discarded, close to guard, get blown apart. If you oppose the squad, get choked and robbed, roast an artist and throw a dart through his broken heart. I kill dreams and crush hopes, plus I run the scene with an ill team of cutthroats, still fiend for blunt smoke and trust the weeder. Fuck you up, your lungs will bleed off one toe, can't even come close, so stay back at a safe distance. Slay tracks if you lay flat in the same instance. You lame cats could just stay yapping, I ain't listening. The main fact is I bring back what the game's missing. Remain different, y'all cats trapped in the same system. My style's out of the box, I get escape prison. Straight shivin' these faggots that try hard. I'm a savage behind bars and he's just a fucking rape victim. A great threat to your paycheck, so don't place bets. Take your Avrex, your bracelet, your chain next, your range, lex, your dame, some latex, your fame. I'm taking money that you haven't even made yet.
Fuck them all.
We bringing it to anyone. Cause they ain't even ready, son. We shutting down the scene. Fuck around and push our buttons, then we cutting out your spleen. It's the dungeon.
Rap,
the dungeon.
rap,
the dungeon.
rap, we coming for your spot.
It's the dungeon.
Rap,
the dungeon.
Beastmode, cold-blooded. Everybody make some fucking noise!
Beastmode!
I'm your host, Chris Kane. Make sure you follow us on YouTube, www.youtube.com/Beastmode Battles and Beastmode Battles Gold. Don't forget to rate, subscribe, comment, all that shit, my co-host.
Christian Smith, Witty Spitty News, at Witty Spitty News, Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, all that shit. Let's go, man.
Okay, we got a crazy battle about to pop off. No further ado, battler to my left. Introduce yourself.
Stevink, representing Raw Dog Entertainment, the Foundation, 905 Hip Hop, rest in peace, Michael Tullahan, Sean Booth, and Andrew Lognan. Yo, let's get this in still. And Ferrado, and Austin Ferrado too.
And battler to making his debut to my right, introduce yourself.
This is Concentrik, aka Inner Circle Link. I'm here to make this man's death wish come true. It's death wish. Let's go. Let's get it.
Fuck
that up.
Okay, yo, we flipped the coin. Stevink won.
Nice.
Here we go.
We flipped the coin. Stevink won. Stevink decided he wanted to go first. So when Stevink's ready, it's on Stevink. Respect the battlers.
Yeah. I busted Will. You'd snitch if I pull up the strap. You've never lived nothing real. You get the long balls over the heat like Will Smith did to Uncle Phil. But I'll still play with your life because I love the thrill. My revolver, bust a kill. Soon as I pull down, I'll let it ring like a fire alarm. But this is not a fucking drill, so... He's the kind of guy that can bang the fuck out in a fight. Can't even throw a proper hook. I've been in public school, the kids used to push him around till he dropped his books and stole the lunch money from his bag that was hanging off his hook. His mom was an ugly crackhead and all the teachers probably thought that his mom was cooked. She's like a radio comedy. She's just for laughs, but she's not for looks. Your mom out there switches from man to man and doesn't give a damn like it's the hottest look. She just goes from a square to another square. Your mom's a rook. And she's like... and she's like... She goes from a square to another square. Your mom's a rook. And she's like Dwayne Johnson because she can smell when the rock is cooked. But... Warning sign. This is your warning. That taking this route was one of your biggest mistakes. If you're pushing the swing on the underdog, then you're gonna get kicked in the face. I'm eating your food and striking you out in the field because you have nothing to bring to the plate. And my trigger finger's been itching for days. College party. I'll invite you over to my house and put a shotgun to your mouth. That's a drink to your face. You should not be allowed in this card. Get a little loud in the guest list. You probably argue with your boyfriend all the time. You're gonna stop getting charged for domestics. I put the Mac down for this round because there's no need for me to be pointing my arms like a lethal injection. I'm wrapping circles around this square anyways, and we're not in the same shape. And that's a bad look for you, homie, because that's not being concentric. Time.
That's round one on Stevink. Everybody make some fucking noise! Round one on Concentrik when he's ready. Let's go.
Yo. That was real cute, Steve.
Thank you.
Would you think I'd show up here preparing to lose by a guy who had pink eye? Yo, even though it's my first time being here officially, remember my face by glance. Cause you'll never get rid of me. Like I'm HIV and stage 3 cancer, trying to erase this Steve kid with my bare hands and a genius skill set. Till he looks like Mr. Clean, trying to wipe his own spleen up off of his kicks and jeans. Like a chicken without a real neck. He just kicks and screams from the kill shot of a real threat. Like this whole event was an inconvenience. So Whitty better get me a meal prepped instead of these crumbs and peanuts used to fill gaps between the top tier and the ones with Steve's rep. Cause homie, it ain't a secret. He's just here to get a B+ for the team and be loved by the Beast clique. Like I fucks with Steve, but in pretense. Like Wheezy. How long's it gonna be till he just ups and leaves again? By the fucking weekend. Once he sees Concentrik going off the deep end like a nut going nuts and freaking, he'll make a fuss like, what the fuck was he on? That freak was on drugs. I wanna see the results and be on the next card that he's on just to beat him to pulp. But Steve, don't think cause it's my first time battling that I don't burst these rounds at the crowd with my verse flying over heads till my words crown you as the first guy in this town to get verbally mowed down by my penmanship, man. I came to end this shit. So I'm concerned and offended by these contenders, man. I ain't gonna let it stick like a letter stand. Somebody better send my head in for a medic scan before I let it get too sick and I spread the trance of a raging lunatic from Neverland. Cause I don't lose to him, it's like hook and pan. You could lose your limbs when I butcher mans up like I'm cooking lamb up for supper with a bunch of yams. Get your gut stuffed up in the oven like a honey ham. Like what the fuck is up with this setup? I don't understand. I should have put up 100 hundreds in a rubber band and told this bitch to run it like I won the hand, but fuck it. I'll show him how it's done instead. Time.
That's round one. Everybody make some fucking noise! Round two on Stevink when he's ready. Let's go, cuz.
You have 0 battles on YouTube. Like, not one. So me versus you, dude, don't compare. This battle's a walk in the park and I'm eating your food like Yogi Bear, so don't test me. Or these bullets will bank of your resources for the bucks like you owe me some. I'm from a place in the city where we ball and swing for the green like a hole-in-one. If we lived in the same area, we would have issues every month like Shonen Jump. Yeah. So when I'm rolling up, you'll have arms all around your neck. That's a cobra clutch. Nice. Every conflict you've had in your life has been like a terrible marriage agreement. If you roll up into my neighborhood and you watch how we ball, you'll want to run like a paraplegic. Your whole family's bitch made and you've been working hard keeping your own heritage secret. But after this battle, that secret will be like a plane. It'll be out in the open air and everyone in the area will see it. So you can catch a terrible beating if you're looking for a fight, homie. Best believe that I'm throwing wild. One punch from the little man will leave you stumbling down the road with a broken smile. But I'll catch you a metro, and I'll gunbutt you while you're shopping down the grocery aisle. And if you're downloading the clip, you'll get cracked open with a click. That's a torrent file.
Stop. Okay.
You're just mad because every bitch you've ever been with looks like a fucking totodile. You sit proud on your high horse, but I live in the country, so I'm gonna throw you off rodeo style. Me, I'm doing work for the right price over the phone, like conjugal dials, fine print. I will open you up for the paper like a portfolio file. Feds won't find prints. Your mom has herpes, and she looks like the rest of the blue meanie. I still let her blow me while your dad's sleeping because I'm too sneaky. I just make sure to cover up my head before the dome. That's a new beanie. Time.
Time? That's round two on Stevink. Everybody make some fucking noise! Beastmode!
Yo, what's the weight of these punches? You get your face caved in when I'm raising my fist like an ape when he puts both hands to his chest. Cause I demand my respect, player. Cause I demand my respect. And I don't even care what the fuck. But when he puts both hands to his chest, cause I demand my respect, player. I put both hands in your neck until you ran through your breath in your ventilator. Someone grab the defibrillator and get this man breathing again so I could show him what man's does with a fucking fist to the chin. And watch man sleep him again. Like he has last dreams at a feast when he got eaten by Concentrik. And I just feed you to them. Like the whole dem's pissed that there ain't meat on the get list. The whole den's pissed that there ain't meat on the get list. But all I need is a pen, you could forget spitting. Facing me will have you spin. Facing me will have you spinning like you drank a damn liter of gin and drove a Honda Civic straight into a stampede of my inner demons within. You feel the peaks of my rage intervene with the lead like the prick of a needle when I'm sticking the intravenous in your skin like you're sicker than Mino. What? Yo, I stick in the blade like I stick up for C-notes. Yo, like I'm printing money. I put the ink on the page like a dead face and I get rich off for real though. Yo, this ain't no minimum wage shit. I've been in the game for real, yo, like a Mexican slave on a sailboat destined to make it. Cause my dreams.
It's time. Everybody make some fucking noise!
Yeah.
Round three on Stevink.
I am made for this horror. You are done for embracing the storm. Now you are gonna feel the wake of my aura. I made mistakes in the gutter, but my heart is still made by Zora. And you collided with a storm, and you're not gonna survive the day that it's over. I got homie scoping the area for you. LED beam on his crown. I'll light up the room and fill him with lead like a laser performer.
Nice.
He's the. Today you're fighting for a body like an American soldier, and you just can't wait till it's over. You're getting baked in a toaster and you're hating getting roasted, but this is the way that I roll, sir. Growing up, I was writing flames as I go. You were just painting your toes, listening to Iggy Azalea on a radio shows, and waiting for the day that she blows. Your homies must have gassed you up. No snakes prefer to leave you in the dark. They pretend to think of you as a legend, but they don't even see you as a mark. If you roll the same way I do, when I land in your space, there will be a duel on the spot. And I'm really eager to start. It's like Mario Party. If you shake the dice because you want to play, the 9 on the block will have you reaching for the stars. Whether you like it or not, my rounds are cooking you up like the shrimp's frying. Got a problem? Then I'm rolling up with my gun beside the driver's seat of the car. I'm stick driving, but I'll move my way through my opponents like, get the fuck out of my way, I need to get by. Y'all better move from this guy. If not, I will leave you leaking from your face. That's pink eye.
Why?
For all you guys who don't know me, my name's Stevink. I rage for the guap. My writtens are nice and delivered to your spot like stationary props. Everything you say to the cops will have you stomped right out. Your brain getting squashed, so savor your thoughts. And get your head smashed off the wall and caved on the spot. And when your face is getting rocked, your blood will be stained all over the block like masonry chalk.
Good. Time. That's around. Everybody make some fucking noise! Beastmode! Concentrik when you're ready, let's go, guys. Let's get it.
Steve will be the target when I dot ink like the dearly departed. You should have stayed retired, man. I mean, you're basically retarded. It literally looks like you're dying, fam. Like you got the same makeup in your face as your fucking diaphragm. The way your waist cuts into your vagina tan like a razor blade with the diamond flange. So just face it, gangster. I'm not the kind of man to be wasting time over a pie from Grand when I could be dining over a 16-ounce ribeye with clams on the side of the platter. Like he's dealing with grams. Well, I supply the entire ladder with rubber bands and the side of some grammar. Like the gun in hand, load the lead and then fire. Like homie, look again. I'll blow your head like a tire, just like a missing lid. There ain't gonna be no leftover lasagna in the fridge when I'm through with the lineup, bitch. So hit the bench and get a pine butt, just like the other guys. You gotta learn to be a man before your time's up and you wind up in the trash and get tied up and disposed of in the garbage can. And I don't know if you got your mother's traits or if your daddy raped the bullfrog, but I don't want you to fill the blanks in and pull the salt card before I'm fucking spilling your brains all over the floor like I'm Jason keeping a scorecard for graves. All I need is one bar to keep the sucker contained in the lunchbox. Like I got a hunger for some charred steak with some plum sauce on a hard plate. But there ain't no love lost cause of this one fraud. I'll make your whole head revolve over the blunt trauma. Like you got a butt stock to the medulla oblongata and your lungs stop trying to renew carbon dioxide out of your dumb thoughts. Like he had his own gun cocked to the back of his noggin. Like if I don't out-rap him, I'm gonna pump shots into his abdomen and stomach. As if this shit was a massacre, because the last to live's the gunman. Yo, they wanna laugh at me? Then I'll give them half a clip for one man with the taxes fee, man. I'm done playing. So stop making me look dumb. This whole event was planned for me from the jump, dog. So I can't be beat. Yo, you look like a Nancy taking a kumquat on her hands and knees, just like you're stunned broad. There's no sign of life. It's like a paraplegic with a pair of Nikes. He never wears it all, like he's prepared to fight, but he's just there on call, waiting for a miracle to strike, just like a prayer from God. And I look to people like Nas holding one mic in my palm. In this nightclub, I put one right to your jaw like a 9 slug that'll blow your pearly whites off like your wife does in a men's stall on attorney night. Look at this man, he's literally turning white. Yo, that's how you spit a verse and write.
Time. That's the battle. Everybody make some fucking noise!